In this video, I want to talk to you about 3 ways to identify your food allergies and sensitivities. Number 1, you can get a blood test. Blood testing for IgG food allergens can be done by any lab, by immunolabs and any other labs, can help you identify food allergies, sensitivities. While these tests do have limitations, they do need to be interpreted in the context of the rest of your health. They can be useful guides to find out what's bothering you in particular. When considering a blood test for allergens, it's always a good idea to work with a doctor or a nutritionist trained in dealing with food allergies. Number 2, you can choose to go dairy and gluten-free for 6 weeks. Dairy and gluten are the most common triggers of food allergies and sensitivities for patients who have most trouble losing weight or those who have trouble kicking up their energy levels. I often recommend a short elimination diet as part of the guilt-free solution. Both dairy, found in milk, cheese, butter, and yogurt, and gluten, most found in wheat, barley, rye, oats, spelt, triticale, and kamut, are linked to insulin resistance and therefore weight gain and decreased energy. Temporarily cutting them out of your diet allows the inflamed gut to heal. This one move may be the single most important thing you can do to lose weight and increase your energy. And number 3, avoid the top allergens. If you don't feel a sense of relief from nixing off dairy and gluten, you may also need to take it a step further by cutting out the top allergens: gluten, dairy, corn, eggs, soy, and nuts. And nightshades like tomatoes, bell peppers, potatoes, and eggplant. Citrus and yeast, brewer's yeast and baker's yeast, or fermented products like vinegar. Try this for a full 6 weeks. That is enough time to feel better and notice a change. When you reintroduce one top food allergen at a time, eat it at least 2-3 times a day for 3 days to see if you notice a reaction. If you do, note the food and eliminate it for 90 days. If you are overweight or suffer from inflammatory diseases such as heart disease, diabetes, and cancer, the potential health benefits of discovering and uprooting hidden food allergies cannot be overstated. Remember, food is your greatest ally in helping you prevent and treat illness. Food is your medicine. Once you have eliminated all triggers, don't get upset if you don't notice a significant change right away. For some people, it takes a little bit longer to notice benefits, but I assure you that you will notice right away how bad you will feel when you reintroduce them. Don't take things for granted like most people. Most people take things for granted until we lose them. It's human nature, which reminds me of a story of this big man who came to my office. He is this kind of man that eats with both hands, hamburgers, beer, with the beer on one side and hamburgers on the other, hot dogs, whatever. And then he comes to me and he tells me, "Hey doc, make me feel better because I don't know what's going on." Of course, the first thing I need to do is clean him out of this offending substances. So I put him on an elimination diet. So he felt better, of course. Then he goes, but of course he takes it for granted because all these changes happen gradually. Then one day he goes to a barbecue. And of course he reintroduces these substances, beer and hamburgers and hot dogs and junk. He comes back at me, "Hey, doc, how come before I came to you, I used to eat 10 of these and wash it down with 10 beers and I felt alright. And now I just ate one and I felt bad and everything else." The reason is that before he came to me, he was numb. He was numbing himself with all this junk food and bad things for his body, so the body wasn't reacting to anything anymore. A healthy body is supposed to react. Anything in the universe any action has a reaction. This is the basic law of physics, I think, discovered by Newton way back. So a healthy body, now that we cleaned up all this junk and he became healthier, anything that offended that he reintroduces in his body, his healthy body is going to produce a reaction, which is normal. which is healthy. Now, if you need to identify exactly which foods you're sensitive to, contact my office to get the finger prick test.